Oh.
We back.
Yeah, I think we're back now. There we go. Hey, everyone.
Awesome.
Yes, welcome back. So we're cutting back into the action. Thank you for being patient with us on the break. I think everyone, you can hear each other. Yeah, there's no music. Okay, good. I've been fiddling with my audio stuff a lot as of last night, and so I'm kind of like always like nervous about is my microphone working? Is my audio working? Okay,
Good.
Great. So, yeah. So this our plan fell apart a little bit. At the end here, two guards are shot in the kneecaps.
I found an explosive solution.
Unconscious prostitute,
So, yeah.
Well, I back up and go out that window.
So you're gonna go? Okay, you bump right into to Jawn.
Yeah, so literally, he'll open the window, and I'll be like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Go back down. I'm
Like
okay,
you're putting away your guns, and like you literally you see you literally see Blink looking out the window. Yeah.
I'm imagining myself like what he's doing is trying to get his dagger. He's trying to like break the seal, kind of thing, like get in between the window. But he just sees him appear, and he's like, "Okay," starts climbing down before he.
Excellent.
While they're doing this, right? And what I love about this whole thing is like we've got the high intensity, high action of these guys downstairs, like trying to frantically climb out the window. I'm walking over to that side, right, and look down towards the rowboat and saw he wasn't there. I'm just gonna pull out a cigarette and just start having a really slow smoke, just kind of like leaning on the corner of the boat, just having a smoke, waiting.
Oh, are you on deck?
I'm on deck, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm looking down over towards the rowboat. I see they're not there, so I pull out some fags and I just start smoking.
Well, you see, if you're looking over at that point, you can actually look down. You would see Blink like near the window, right? Like you would see him like swaying like in the window, like trying to get back in.
Okay. So I see. You see
Blink.
Maloko kind of like punch through the window.
Yeah, and then I guess you would see Maloko actually open the window, and you start seeing him climb through as Blink starts to like repel himself back down into the rowboat. You see, like they're getting in the rowboat.
I take my cigarette, I flick it off the edge into the water, and I try and find the quickest and easiest way downstairs to the rowboat, which will be the pre-planned route that we had previously. Like I would know this route.
Okay. So that would yes, you know the route, how to get there. However, given that the alarm has been raised, this is not going to be easy.
Guard patterns have shifted. Yeah,
the patterns have shifted. People are on the lookout for anything suspicious right now. Things are going in lockdown. The net, if you would, of like security net is like closing in around you guys.
Yeah.
So this would be risky.
Yeah.
Because like it would be desperate if you didn't already have the plans. So it's risky for sure. But so I guess you're going to be prowling because you want to get there stealthily. Like what action are you going to take?
What I have in my arsenal.
Or are you going to sway your way there behind? Because it sounds kind of like you like pretend that you know where you're going and like you're supposed to be here, right?
I think something along those lines. More talk my way past any obstacles that I come across.
Sure. All right. So sway your way to the window. It seems perfectly reasonable. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, no problem.
I don't go to the window. I'm going out to the rowboat, specifically, like the side where the rowboat is. So you
already were looking down. There's like so from the deck of the ship, there's approximately about 15 feet or so, like 5 meters of like distance between where the window is that you're trying to get down to.
Yeah.
So like you could see all of that happen. So yeah, you go downstairs.
I would have gone downstairs, but not like into the room with the window. I'd be outside the window, like above the rowboat, and then I'd just climb over into the rowboat with the other two.
Yeah. So all right, yeah, you confidently make your way past the guards because like you look to be like an attendee. Like you're not really what they're looking for. You're not dressed and outfitted in like solid snake gear. So.
Yeah, like each person I come across, I'm just like, oh yeah, I need the toilet. Oh yeah, I'm lost. Oh yeah, I need this. Oh yeah, I need that. Just carry on, just like.
Yeah. So you just get you make it there, no problem. And now you guys are all in the rowboat.
Fucking rowboat.
We take that thing. Black cloak over the boat so we can't get seen, and we row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys row back.
Yeah. Just get the fuck out. Just leave it. Peace. I'm out.
Oh
Fuck
my
this
god,
shit.
that's awesome. So now I'm gonna bring you guys over to.
I want to take a
Matt.
momentary minute of silence for how fucking well that went. High five to everyone. That was so sick.
That was very sick.
Even when I got sore, I
Swan.
still blew away.
Scene.
Wow,
You got
that
it
was
there
incredible. Good
That
job,
And hey,
guys.
I mean, like, we're assuming that the guards are going to remember who I was, and you know, they saw my face and actually remember who I am.
I would say that only the guards, yeah. So like the passengers and the traders and the merchants wouldn't.
And now
Yeah, but
you're
I'm just saying, even those
friend.
guards that I shot, they might not remember me.
So ultimately, that's loud typing.
Apologies. I'll
No
mute
problem.
myself.
Ultimately, that score from so now we get to do some downtime stuff and then like kind of all those kind of things. So your score yields 1 rep per tier of the target. This was a tier 3, so you guys earned 3 rep. And you gain a coin reward based on what it was. You gain 4 coin. So this was pretty moderate. This was a pretty big score for you guys. However,
How much coin did you say? Sorry.
I'm sorry, 4 coin, because this was the equivalent of a small job and a strong box.
Cool.
Was that for each?
No, total. This is for your crew.
Okay.
And once again, this score was 3, because this was a 3 tier. This is interesting because I've actually never done the downtime of this game because all my one shots are basically just you just do a mission.
One
It's just-
mission.
yeah.
Yeah.
So bear with me
Well,
here.
let's hit it. Let's hit it,
Yeah.
bro.
So the next thing is heat, and heat is sort of like your wanted level, right? And imagine GTA wanted levels, right?
Yeah.
So you are
Do
you gain
wait,
one
right?
heat, one heat for a high profile, well connected target. Yes, that's definitely was this. 1 heat if the situation happened on hostile turf. Yes. Add 1 heat if you're at war. Add 2 heat if killing was involved. No. So you gain 2
No.
heat. 2 heat.
Okay, yeah, carry on.
2 heat. The 2 heat level is contained in standard exposure. That's fine. There's ways to remove heat during downtime. Don't worry. The next thing now is we do some entanglements. After a payoff, you roll entanglement according to your level of heat plus your wanted level. Your current wanted level,
Should be none, right?
I believe it's 0.
Yeah.
So you're going to be rolling 2 plus your wanted level is 0. So I'm just going to roll 2 dice. Is that right? Oh, no, that's level 2. Oh, I get it. And I roll a d6. Sorry about that. I roll a d6. I get a 4. The usual suspects. Ooh. Yep. I know exactly what this is. So to your guys' point of view, you guys made it away scot-free.
Well, I've got no reason to doubt that. I was in disguise. I left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
But
cool.
I need to make a fortune roll for someone else.
Oh, Noogie, rest in
that
peace, bro.
A fortune roll is there. It
Is
is.
that not more like, hey, what happened to the prostitute?
Basically, that's basically what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is cool because this is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm gonna work through this. She's very good at under pressure. However, the silver nails are kind of her counter a little bit. So I think she's going to get she's gonna get 1 die for this. Although she's pretty savvy, but I think
Fuck
it's
you,
gonna be filled with 1 die.
Nirix. Fuck you.
Oops, that's not actually a thing. A 4. Mixed outcome.
I'm telling you, man, those 4s all day.
Ooh, okay. Yep, okay. The silver nails, know something about you.
About us,
Yeah.
or about me specifically? Because
Well,
of
you're not
Nirix?
exactly sure.
Okay. So they found something out.
Yep.
They found out what Blink looks like from the prostitute.
All right,
Hooray.
and now you guys are ready to do some downtime activities.
Cool.
So now you're at liberty between scores to find some respite in peril. You may pursue 2 downtime actions. This is, by the way, in the book. This is page 31. So for any downtime roll, you add 1 die to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact. After the roll, you can actually increase the result by spending coin. And so starting off here, the way you can get rid of your stress is by vice, by engaging in your vice. But here's the issue. Here's the cool thing about stress. And if you don't take enough stress, when you visit a dice roll equal to your lowest, you roll dice equal to your lowest attribute. So those are your 3 like big things, right? Like resolve, prowess, and insight.
Mhm.
You're going to be rolling dice equal to your lowest attribute. You're going to clear stress equal to your highest die result of that. If you clear more stress than you have had marked, you overindulge in your vice. So
Crap.
that's an option. That's one option. That's not something you have to
I only
do.
have 1 stress. I'm fine.
I've got 2.
Yeah. So that's
I've
one
got
thing.
no stress, so I'm good.
Well, what's cool is that you guys never got any harm from any of these things, which is cool.
I don't see
I got
it.
plenty of
I
stress
thought
on.
I was going to
So,
take some harm.
recover.
I thought I was going to get
Yeah.
punched in the face.
Yeah, you did, but you rolled exceptionally well. So recovering.
I'm a smooth talker.
If you got anything less than a 5, you would have gotten hit in the face. Just to let you know that.
Smooth
Next thing you can
talking
do is you can
motherfucker.
recover. You can recover all harm. You can recover all level 1 harm, but then you can also begin to heal level 2 or level 3 harm if you have access to the proper treatment.
Is 3 severe? And
Oh,
then
yeah.
4 is fatal?
4 yours are straight up dead.
Yeah.
2,
But you
2
can take like
yeah.
stress in 4,
So
right?
so the idea is 1 is like sprained ankle, cut up like with a knife like to your arm or something, just like flesh wounds. 2 stress is like broken ankle, shot in a vital area. 3 is like bleeding out.
Shots to the chest kind of
4,
thing.
Yeah, and 4 is like headshot, right? Like
Yeah.
it's real bad. Like they give you an idea. All right.
Okay.
So there's that. You can start working on long-term projects if you want to do something.
So what kind of long-term projects could we work on?
Literally whatever your characters want to do. How about, here's an example. Find out what the fuck that map is that you guys have now.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
That's one. Talk to
Gather
people.
information.
Things are also going to be happening in the world at this point as well. You can also acquire an asset. So you can roll on your crew's tier, which is 1, to try to get a quality of something that you want. You can
Isn't
train.
the assets like around the lair.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's I'm sorry. Train. You fill in something around your sheet.
Where can I see the map so that I see? Oh, it's on the Vigilantes page.
That's
right?
on the crew sheet. That's the crew sheet for Vigilantes. Yes, correct.
Let me have a look.
So then you could train, which means you can mark XP for an attribute or your playbook, and just tell me what you're actually training during that time. You can gather information during this time. Maybe like find out what people know about that gig or that kind of stuff. Yeah, you could totally. Mr. Worst says in for an example of a long-term project would be building a drug lab. So that's
Would be
awesome.
what? Sorry.
Building a drug lab. You can also another action is reducing heat. And then the Vigilantes have one last option, which is work your normal job for coin.
Ooh, that's cool.
So everybody gets 2 actions.
I think my first one, I want to. So I take it we've spoken about the job at this point, right? We've conversed about what went down.
Yeah,
so I know that
you're back.
I know that there was this prostitute Nirix was there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to gather information and find out what the fuck she was doing there. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I've got history with this bitch. I want to know everything.
So who do you talk to?
Oh shit.
Yup.
Okay. Well.
Do you know someone? Yeah, do you know someone?
Because I would have visited her reasonably often, right, as the prostitute she is, I take it she would have been in some sort of brothel something along those lines.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I would have spoken to her pimp, who I would have traded coin with often.
Excuse me, it's a madam. It's a madame.
Okay, I would have spoken with her madame. I want to speak to her madame, who I will have traded coin with reasonably often in my past, and figure out why the F this mangy prostitute bitch who stabbed me in the back was on this ship, trying to F me over.
Cool. Yeah, I want to see that scene. So you go to let's see. I know that in the back of the book there's a really good like purveyors of vice section.
Is this Vice? This is like gathering info.
I know, but I want a name for the brothel, right? That's what I want.
Okay, awesome.
Do you think that it's part of the Church of the Flesh or whatever?
Oh, the
it is?
Ecstasy of the Flesh?
That's the one.
No, I don't think so. Not this one. Perfect. Madame Tesselin. So this is the red lamp.
The red lamp. Okay.
It's perfect, right? So you go to the red lamp and you're looking for Madame Tesselin. She's there. She's like wearing. I imagine her hair is like classic like 1920s. Whatever I forget the name of it. The hairstyle, whatever, and like furs. But like very like 1920s-esque looking style of stuff.
I love that kind of shit. That's so hot.
Right? And she looks pissed. She looks pissed when you show up, and she's wondering why herself why she hasn't shown back up to work.
Well, she hasn't what? Sorry.
She hasn't shown back up for working.
Oh, well, Nirix hasn't shown back up.
Nirix
Okay, so I
hasn't
walk
shown
over to her, being like as confident as like I normally am, not distracted by anything really, and I'm kind of like, "Darling, what is the matter? You seem a little bit glum. What's going on? What's wrong?"
Well, I don't like it when my girls go missing.
Well, and who's gone missing?
Oh, you're like, don't be coy with me, boy. Like your favorite.
Nirix has disappeared.
Yeah, and she goes, well, she's not here today. She went out.
That's unlike Nirix.
Yeah, she said she had an important engagement the night before, but she's not back yet.
Do you know where she went?
No, I'm not. She gives you like a platitude. Like she's not giving up the information that she knows that she knows, right?
Can I potentially roll like some sort of insight to see whether she's like telling the truth?
Oh yeah, you want to study her?
Yeah.
To maybe like possibly read her feelings? Yeah.
Yeah. Because like
she's giving you like right now, she gives you like like of course I know, like I may like that's private information or something like that, right?
Boom! Is this bitch lying or not?
Got him.
Yes. She is definitely hiding what she knows.
Don't play coy with me, madame. We both know very well that you and her are close-knit. You know exactly where she went last night, and I'm going to have to ask you to tell me where she went.
Perfect, dude. That's... damn. Perfect. She's like, fine. She went with some Scovelin bum, Ulf Ironborn or something, as a escort to some sort of soiree auction. For what, I don't know.
What were her intentions there?
Be an escort?
Why was she... Okay, I kind of actually...
She's like, I don't... What? To make money? He had coin. He had his coin's as good as anyone else's.
Okay. Would I, at this point, like, would word have traveled from the boat? Say, like, so would it be, like, not common knowledge, but would certain people know that she had been there and she was found knocked out in this guard's room and stuff?
That would be a different kind of gather information. It hasn't gotten back to you yet, but,
Okay. So I only know because the other two told me.
Yes. As well, she lets, the Madame lets on that Nirix and Ulf have been seeing each other frequently.
Fucking Ulf Ironborn. Okay. Thank you for your time, Madame. I don't require any more services today. I think I'll be
sure?
leaving.
I have plenty of.
I put my hand up and I completely just like interrupt her. Just like, I'm fine, honestly. And I turn my back on her and I walk out.
Well, while you're leaving, she lets you know, it's like, Nirix is incredibly crafty. I'm sure she'll be okay.
I figured that one by myself. Don't worry about that. and I'd leave. I walk out the door.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so, well, okay. Know that she was with fucking Ulf Iron Dick or whatever his name.
Do you want to dick them both over?
Kind of. He threatened to punch me in the face, or he tried to punch me in the face, and she screwed me over. So I'm happy with fucking.
I've dealt with Ulf before.
You wait, what? Sorry.
I've dealt with Ulf before. I have a negative mark on him.
Okay, so when I return, and I inform the group that she was there because of Ulf Ironborn, what are you saying to me about Ulf and how we're gonna get at both of them?
Right. Like, you probably tell me their connection.
I tell you everything that I just witnessed with Madame. What's the face? What's her name? Sorry, I want to write that down.
Oh, Madame Tesselin, I think is what I said.
Yeah, that's what
Tesselin. Tessalyn.
Yep.
Y.
Nailed it.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Nuki.
So what I was thinking of taking the reduced heat action, and to describe like what that actually is I go to a contact I have at the newspapers, and I tell
the
them
ink
about,
rakes, right?
yeah, the ink rights.
Who's your buddy over there?
Oh, let me find the name.
Give me a name.
Yeah, the name
If
is...
you don't, I'll give you one.
Orlane Colburn.
Solid. I completely forgot who I'm in good and bad with. Shit.
Oh, I'll let you know.
Okay,
you're,
awesome.
you're in with the ciphers and bad with the railjacks.
Okay. Good with ciphers, bad.
So Elaine is an ink rake. And for those at home who don't know what an ink rake is, or Elaine, how about you give us a quick little rundown of who they are? Are they an editor?
Elaine,
Are they a journalist?
They are a journalist, a field journalist.
Okay.
On the download, they give me information on the happenings of what's going on. Keeps some things that she doesn't put in the papers, and in the same vein, like I give her information on news stories.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Oh my goodness.
she's gonna. I'm sorry. What's the gender for Elaine?
We'll do she.
Okay. She. Okay. So she's gonna want something in return for taking this down. So what are you giving her?
I mean, she's getting something in return. She's getting a story.
Wink, wink.
So you're gonna give her your story, promising to play down you particularly. Like describe what your intentions are.
I'm
here.
replacing me with
Nerex.
the prostitute's name and
Nerex.
and sprinkle in perhaps some intrigue of Ulf.
Okay. So yeah, you have on good accord that this was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, dude, spreading the rumor of Nerex and Ulf.
Sure. So that's gonna be a roll. What kind of action?
Reduce heat.
I know. I'm sorry. Your action type for the roll for consorting with them.
Oh.
Or not just consorting, or like whatever you're doing with them.
Oh, I wasn't actually going to use a skill. That's just how I was going to describe using the reduce heat action.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
I just rolled a d6 actually.
That's fine. No, you don't have to roll anything for that. I think that just happens.
Cool. Do we lose our heat then?
I'm trying to quickly go through all of the stuff.
1 to 3, lose 1 heat. 4 to 5, lose 2 heat.
Oh,
5
perfect.
to
Yeah, you gotta roll.
6,
You gotta roll
lose
for
all
that.
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking I have to do a fortune roll to see what happens actually with the story. That's perfect.
We lose 1 heat.
Great.
Okay. So what does having 1 heat actually do?
It means people heard of you. They said like there
In
was
a good or bad way?
both,
Bad way.
but mostly bad. Mostly like blue coats would know you, or like people now have known that like, hey, there was like also this group there or something, or more like the whisperings of a lurk that was in the room with Nerex.
Okay.
Right.
So it's not like they don't specifically.
But they
know
don't
us.
really know who you are. Yeah, they just
So-
by vague reputation.
So it's
They
like,
don't know
oh, there
you,
was
they
a lurk
often-
there. And then know for a fact that lurk was obviously Blink, but like the world doesn't know that, but they know there was this is a lurk. Okay.
They know of you, but they don't know who you are.
So
awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not fussed about that. I got so many disguises. I don't give a shit.
Great.
Could I
Yeah,
work
that was my one action. I get another one later, but I want to see what Jawn does.
Could I work on a long-term project with Badger?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, do you want to do any scenes with Badger and stuff? Yeah, so I think Badger shows up. So you're working in Badger's
Workshop.
or I guess maybe we're talking first with Badger first, right?
Please have a crazy eccentric voice for Badger. I expect him to be like this, like crazy little man, like with fucking massive goggles on, like, "Hello, how are you doing?" Like, you know.
Actually, I had the opposite. Badger would be played by if this was the movie, Jeff Bridges. He is like this old guy, like drunk, all the time, genius, right? Like he's just so he's like, it looks at you guys like almost like a kind of, it looks kind of like an old prospector, right?
I like it. I like it.
That works just as well.
So did you
playing with my rifle?
Yeah, and she was like, "So did you get back with that schematic?"
I was like, yeah, and I hand him everything we've got except for the map because I don't know what we did with that yet. I think one of the other two took it probably.
I think I would have the map.
You would have.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't know about the map.
You know what's good? Okay. We didn't just take the schematic; we took the entire tome.
Yeah, we took the entire tome, so I'd give him that tome. You know, just like, this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges.
He's just like looking this over. He's like looking this over, and he's like, "You did real good work. Oh boy, look this over. I'm gonna need a stiff drink to go along with this beautiful thing. But not none of that weak shit. Not that bottom shelf stuff. I need something high quality to go with this. That pairs well. With this stuff." And he's like, get that Scovlin brandy off the And he's like pointing behind him as he's like peering through the book, right? And like you like behind him, yeah. Like imagine like a workshop of like a steampunky looking workshop of like gears and gizmos, like half operated on, like a magnifying glass looking down, like a bunch of like crane cameras, or not cameras, lights and stuff looking around. And then like scattered around all the wrenches and all of the gears and all the gizmos and stuff are just bottles of liquor half drunk. And then there's like a top shelf of like some so they're like half drunk, and then some other ones that are just like unopened. And he's like pointing to one of the unopened ones. What's up?
Can you tell me something that is like better than this Scanlan whiskey, or what was it called?
It's a Scovlin brandy.
Scovlin, right? Can you tell me like the highest quality kind of alcohol that I could potentially have from being noble, and that is the stuff that I drink that is kind of like held back from like the common.
What is it? You tell me.
I don't know because I don't know the setting fully.
You think I do?
This
is your character. This is your character. Make it up.
Some sort of rum. I'm not sure where it's from. It's from a far off land.
Okay.
It's from a far off land.
Oh, like the demon one.
Yeah. Sure, that works.
It's like fire brandy.
There we go, fire brandy. I'll take that. It's a fire brandy from a far off land, and it's imported specifically, requested by myself to be imported to me. So it's rare in these lands. And as these guys are...
Your vice is luxury, right? So I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
This is luxury, mine's pleasure.
Which, by the way, I'm totally getting in on this drink.
So both of these guys, they're at the they're with Badger, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that we discussed that they were going to go see Badger, and I was going to go see Madame. Madame Tesselin.
Yes.
So once I've been to see her, I go back to my place. I take my fire brandy and I head down towards Badger's workshop. As he said, like I walk through the door, kind of at the moment where he says, like, "Grab that thing off the shelf. I need a drink." I walk through. I'm like, "Forget that. Try some of this." And I pull out a couple of glasses, like just from off the shelf where his alcohol is, and I start pouring like 4 glasses of like this alcohol that I've got, this fire brandy, and I light the top of each with a lighter that I pull from my pocket. Yeah. I'm like, "Down the hatch, boys." and I like cheers everyone, and then down mine. It's like to a successful first raid. Well done, my fellas.
And so you guys all like cheer with a drink.
Sure.
Sure, but the thing is, like, after Blink drinks his, he's like coughing up, like,
Yeah.
like
He wants another one.
You're thirsty.
So
you
Badger's looking over this thing, right? Like after he drinks it, he just like laughs. He tries to cough, but he like wheezes, like, you know. And he's looking over this book, and he's like, he like wipes his nose, and he goes, "Oh boys, anyone know a whisper?"
What do you mean, know a whisper? Out of context.
Oh,
Whisper's
someone, a spellcaster, basically, someone who knows dark arts. Because he's like, "Oh boy, this stuff's a lot more tricky than I thought." and he's like,
I wouldn't.
it's like
that Noogie would. Being an investigator, he would have employed
Oh,
or
yeah.
had
I
someone
totally
to
know that.
help decipher something in his past.
we're gonna need as much spirit essence as we can get, and if I'm reading this right, maybe a ghost.
A ghost?
Yeah.
I love how
Natural
Eric's throwing
ghost.
ghosts at us when we haven't spec against ghosts at all.
I know.
And he's looking. He's like, look. Well, he's looking over this stuff, and like it's like some sort of. It's like it's some sort of. Well, you know what? And he starts like describing. Does anyone know like architecture, like machine, like mechanic stuff, or anything like that?
I know a touch.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't.
He just like starts like rambling off about like telemetry, you know, like Gizmo, you know,
wait,
Star Trek
yeah, totally.
reverse things, right? And he's like talking about like what the capabilities are, but it's like basically this could put a ghost back in a body.
Oh, I was this close to taking good fortune with the fucking reconciled as well.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Oh,
So that's it's like, long story short, we can this might be able to bring back the dead.
end of session. Just completely just stops there.
I mean, do we have any more downtime? We have more downtime stuff, right?
Yeah, we've got,
I
we've got a
have
bunch
another
more things to do.
I have another action to take. Yeah.
Same.
Well, hold on. Let's stop though. We have to go back to Jawn because Johnable, you wanted to do the long-term project, right? So you need to go ahead and roll right now. This is going to be a 6 dice project, or excuse me, a 6 clock, not 6 dice. So you're going to be rolling one die, but unless you're using, you can add coin or rep to it. Not to mention, you can also do the friend or contact. Well, I guess you get an extra die because you're using your contacted badger for this project.
So 2d6?
Yeah, I think right now this would be 2d6.
Okay.
Great.
You can. I don't think there's anything stopping you from devil's bargaining, as well.
No. It's
Okay.
It's fine.
Yep.
So that's not 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have the PDF open. So you get a 5. Okay. That's good. That's real good. You get 2. So you're a third of the way there, which makes sense because you're going to need a bunch of essences and you need an actual ghost. For like basically the rest of the project. So,
Cool.
you guys are going to have to figure out where to get some essences.
Yeah.
Specifically spirit essence, which is not hard to get. Or which is hard to get. Not easy to get is what I meant to say.
Would my experience of business in the town, would I know any sort of black market kind of shit?
Oh, the hive, for sure.
Yeah.
That could put me in touch with someone who can give me said things?
Not give you, but sell you.
No,
yes.
but obviously like sell me. Yeah.
Yeah, or
I'm
stealing
pretty
it.
persuasive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty persuasive. They could
yeah.
give it to me. I'm pretty
So-
handsome.
You're like a 2 out of 4, let's be honest.
Let's go. Alright, let's fight.
Hey, man,
Wanna- you fight.
that's how many dots you got.
Them are fighting words now. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how many
Great.
dots you've got.
Okay.
So many dots.
But guys, hold on. Because we're running out of time, what's everyone else's downtime's actions?
Okay.
I want to reduce heat again.
I was
Okay.
just going to work on long-term stuff. literally for both my actions because
I was looking at acquiring an asset, but I'm not 100% sure how that works.
You're gonna. What are you trying to get?
Yep.
Potentially, kind of like the red lamp.
You want to buy it? Like buy it?
I don't know. How does acquiring an asset work? Like,
Read the rules.
You acquire temporary use of an asset.
Okay.
No, I would say that's outside your
I
tier.
want to hear the secrets of those prostitutes, the people who come in to visit them. I want to know what these people are
Oh,
saying.
you want to know that? Okay, you want to find out all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to hear the secrets and like, because I mean, these Leviathan hunters, the people who work on these Leviathan ships, like the one we just raided,
No, what I would
they're
say.
out at sea for a long time. When they come back, they want to indulge in some pleasure.
Know what I would say if you want. This acquiring the asset I feel like I could finagle it to be becoming friends with the madame.
Okay, I'm
Right?
happy with
That's your asset. Is her
that. I'll take that. Can I add that
a
as
contact?
a plus
Yeah, as a contact. Correct. Yeah.
Awesome.
I worked on a long project again, basically.
Okay.
Just
And
working
I
with
tried
Badger as much as I could.
So can I add that as a shady friend?
Yes.
Awesome.
So you're working on the long-term project. Well, I don't think you can at this moment, because you don't have the means to do it. You need to get the essences and
Can
the
I work on
ghosts.
something else?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
not
absolutely.
that?
Oh,
Yeah,
totally,
study that.
totally. Yeah, you can do something else.
Because I kind of want to work with Badger to legit, you know how my daggers are actually, they're concealed in a way that no one would be able to see them, but they're not concealed as much as I'd like them to be.
Yeah.
So I literally want to make the Assassin's Creed,
Dagger.
Breester,
Sure.
know?
That should
I
only
kind of want to
be.
work with that.
Yeah. Well, you can also spend time with Badger doing that.
Yeah, that's what I was pretty much. I was like working with Badger to do that one. Yeah,
Sure.
well,
That's a 4 project clock to make your daggers fine. Are they already fine?
Pretty sure they're already fine.
I think they're already fine. Yeah.
So I guess this will just make them concealable, or I guess.
They're already
Yeah, I think
concealed.
Basically, I want to be able to use them like at a moment's notice. Kind
Sure.
of.
Yeah. Quick draw. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would that be at 2 o'clock because they're already fine?
Yeah, that would probably be a 2 o'clock.
So our 4 already makes that done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorted. That's all of us, right? We did Heat.
I
He
believe
did
so,
Long Time
yeah.
Project, and I did my things.
Yep.
Okay.
Sickest first episode of a fucking campaign ever.
Yeah, that was pretty good, guys.
That was dope.
John, go ahead and roll for us. 2d6 for your project.
I did. I rolled a 4.
I'm sorry, the 4 and the 3. That was that roll.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah. So they're done. So the next time you start off, now your wrist blades are quick firing like into your arms and stealthy, like perfect as you want them right now.
Cool. So I can literally just like touch someone's neck and go. Tss.
Yeah. Like you could just
That's
instantly.
so cool.
Awesome.
You're basically Ezio. This is sick.
Literally.
Yeah.
This is what I'm making.
Great. Okay, guys. So that's our first episode.
I want to get a round of applause for Eric for that. That was
Yeah.
so big. That was
I literally made up all of this today. Right
yeah.
now.
No, like
Yeah. That's what we did.
this is gonna sound like this is gonna sound weird. I could tell at least. I don't know if we could tell. I could tell that this was off the cuff.
Oh
but
yeah.
it completely
Yeah.
fucking fully worked, and it was
yeah.
good at the same time. Like it was so good, and that's how it's supposed to be run, right? You just
Yeah.
improvise everything as you go along, and just
Pretty
I
much.
think
How
the
it
thing that
turns
we're gonna
out.
have to work on for next sessions and such, like we shouldn't sit here planning for 5 minutes because the game's literally like don't plan, just do stuff.
yeah.
So
I
Those
think
sit- say,
it's a good idea to
steps.
have a general plan. Like, so for this episode, if we were to do it again, I would say like, okay, they're downstairs. Their aim is to get the thing. My aim is to bullshit my way through the auction. That's it.
Yeah. That's the
Planning
only
to-
plan, but
Then
everything
we
else
just come and do
form,
it. Yeah.
what do you do? Yeah, rather than sit here discuss what we're gonna do from in
Yeah.
reaction kind of thing. We need to,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah. But anyways, did we have fun? Did we all have fun?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
this was great.
We had
Yeah.
fun.
That was cool.
I can say
Alright.
that one.
Yeah. Okay, because
And if you don't extend the fact that this is only a 5-session,
5 or 6 or so. It's it's
five,
not.
five or 6 or 20 or 30, you know.
Yeah. So, guys, this is a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I know it's weird for me sometimes to play a game with folks who don't have a camera. So, Nuki, it's low. It's weird because I can't always see if you're engaged.
Trust me, I am.
Right, I know.
But, like, it's pitch black right now. You wouldn't see anything there.
I want to put something out. I DM 2 campaigns, both of which Noogie is in. He's one of the most engaged people.
Hello.
Yeah, you're in both now. But Noogie's
Yeah.
the most engaged people that you will meet. Like, he is so into this shit. You don't need to worry about him having a camera because I can guarantee you he's sitting at his desk like this, like.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like as long as
crazy.
like it's really hard to see you guys are if you're really engaged and having fun. And I hope everyone else here in the chat today enjoyed our first episode.
I hope they did as well.
And,
since we're all new
yeah.
faces.
My,
You just can't see my shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
It's
My
amazing.
intentions for today's was to go with as little like bare bone prep as possible, and no offense, you guys really bring it, and you absolutely brought it. I'm super impressed of all the fiction and cool stuff you guys brought in today, because that gives you investment into the world, right? And like what you create, it's my responsibility to use what you create. Now it's like going to come back to me, and like this is how the conversation works in a game. And I'm going to use everything that we talked about today and stuff, and all that blowback, all the conversations, all the people you're going to meet, all the projects that you're doing. That's all going to start working together, and we're going to see the wheels start turning in this world. Right?
I love
So
how
it's great.
Canadian soy sauce left like an hour and a half ago, and he just got back.
Yeah. Oh my God.
When he left, he was like, "Fill me in when I get back." I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Watch the bro, that's too much." Like,
Yeah, that a bit happens.
Yep.
can't even explain, bro.
Shots for fun.
But so that's our game today. So
awesome.
that's it.
Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of which, though, if you guys haven't already, check out the Veil Cyberpunk role-playing game on Kickstarter. It's being kickstarted right now. It seems a lot of fun, and Canadian Soy Sauce is part of the team, and he's really cool. So I'm linking it in the chat right now.
That's funny. I actually remember hearing something about that.
Yeah,
I haven't-
it's super cool. So
Anything
That's
that
awesome.
has the word cyberpunk in it has immediately
Yeah.
got my attention. So
so that's great. This was a lot of fun. So we got one mission down and some downtime. I think moving forward, once we get more and more conversational and knowledgeable, especially me, about the rules,
Oh yeah.
and like knowing that, like, hey, when I want to do something, like, okay, my character's going to do this, and I'm using this action. Oh, and maybe I want to do this thing, right? Like being able to do that stuff first, I really see being able to do mission downtime mission. Hopefully is going to be what we're doing.
I think it'll be easier once we understand the setting a little bit more as well. So coming into this game, FYI, knew nothing about the rules, knew nothing about the setting, knew nothing about. Well, I knew a bit about my character. I knew basically nothing about the rest of these guys' characters. I knew nothing about what we were doing.
I remember the conversation we had about 3 hours ago. Oh, well, 6 hours ago now.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey guys, I haven't done any prep.
That was like, are you guys ready for Blades in the Dark? And we're like, nope.
Yeah, literally Noogie typed in like a separate Discord. He was just like, "You guys ready?" And we're like, "Not at all. Let's do it. We're ready."
I was like, I'm gonna be winging so much. You guys think I'm flying?
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, thanks guys.
But yeah, I think like once we understand all that kind of stuff, things are gonna go so much
it
smoother.
will come. Yeah, trust me. Yeah.
Because it's just gonna be like, oh, the ciphers. Yeah, I know who they are. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I understand this.
God,
oh, I
I
know
love
what the character would do to react to this. Like blah 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 blah.
I bloody love this game. I love it. I love it so much.
It's
It's so much
awesome.
fun.
I understand why you were so hyped about it when you were
Yeah.
asking in the LFG thing, like looking
Yeah.
for a group.
Yeah.
I understand why you're so hyped about it now, because like 100%, I'm looking now to like fucking do a one shot or multiple one shots
Yeah.
of this system.
Hey Taylor,
This
Yeah.
game,
let's play Apocalypse World.
I know. Apocalypse
So-
World, now Blades in the Dark as well, both on my list.
Yeah, man. Anything Vincent Baker touches is gold. And this game,
Golden.
this game is spawned from that. It's also spawned from Burning Wheel, the Ukraine.
Oh,
John Harper is
Burning Wheel.
an amazing designer,
Love
and
for Burning Wheel.
he's a good friend of mine now. And I'm so glad that he made this game, because I would be playing the shit out of this game if he didn't design it. This game is so awesome, but it's so cool
Blades in the
because
Dark?
This game is basically Powered by the Apocalypse Burning Wheel. It's how I think of it. It's not easy. It's not an easy Powered by the Apocalypse game. It's way more complicated. There's a lot of mechanics that are involved. There's a lot of die rolls, and it's really hard to see how everything kind of fits together. It's also very much like it's kind of deliberately, I don't want to sound bad about this, but it's kind of a mess on purpose. It leaves a lot of things open for the group to figure out and decide together what they want as a conversation.
That's what made the game for me, honestly.
Yeah. It doesn't tell you how to play. Basically, it doesn't tell you how to play.
Yeah.
It tells you what happens.
Mechanics.
Yeah.
It gives you core mechanics to settle decisions. That's literally all the system does.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Thank you.
And once you know how to settle decisions, you can come up with the actions you take in order to get to those results by yourself. And that's what I love about this game, because I didn't expect that at all. Came into this game like, okay, it's going to be structured, and I'm going to know what I'm doing at all times. And I came in, and you were like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What do I want to do? Is there no like backstory to this or anything?" And you're like, "No, bro, just fucking tell me." I'm like, shit, this is sick.
Yeah, so this is great. I know. Going forward, I'm either gonna do. I want to do Dogs in the Vineyard, which is by Vincent, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, anything by Vincent. I hadn't experienced Vincent before this.
Yeah.
Anything Vincent related, if you don't PM me immediately, I'm actually gonna be mad at you.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Dogs in the Vineyard is one of the things. And there's actually a hack for blades that I know the designer for. I think Dylan.
Saw that.
It's called Blades Against Darkness.
Yes,
and it's awesome.
I saw that.
It looks super cool. Imagine, like he says, the guy describes it as like Howard, like Conan the Barbarian style, like sword and sorcery game about like being on a frontier and adventuring, and then the dungeons are like straight out of Metroid.
Yeah,
like scary alien ruin stuff. The wizard, you get magical powers by eating the hearts of monsters. How about that? How about that? That's right. I blew my mind when that was. Yeah.
Did you see the hack that someone put in the Discord? It was like it was Blades in the Dark hack, but it was all magic based.
All magic based?
All magic based.
Oh everyone my god.
Everyone was a caster. It was Blades in the Dark, but everyone was a caster. In fact, let me try and find it for you.
Oh my god, you could play Hogwarts.
Yeah,
and your crew is your like Gryffindor or Slytherin or Hufflepuff. Oh my god. Oh, that's so awesome.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But basically, it was all magic based. And it was literally Blades in the Dark. You have a crew. And you're all magic wielders and magic casters, and you do magic missions. So it's like taking down a wizard and taking his home or whatever the fuck, instead of like raiding a cruise ship for schematics. It's more arcane focused, and I was just like, I read it, and personally, my playstyle is not caster based whatsoever. Right, so I play personally as like either a beefy tank who does a fuck ton of damage, i.e. a paladin or barbarian or something along those lines. But when I read this, I was like, I'm not a caster, but fuck me, I'm down for this shit. Holy fuck.
This is awesome. Sick. Yeah. Oh, it's like the Kingkiller Chronicles and Crescent Files. Oh, yeah, magic.
Oh, that sounds like
awesome.
Amazing.
I put it in Zoom.
The one, something that I'm really interested in that I know John's working on for a playbook is the Spirit Wardens, who are like the people who are supposed to be responsible for basically being official Ghostbusters.
Yeah. There you go. Astani. Astani? I don't know how the fuck.
It's Astani. Yeah.
Astani.
I got there. Second try.
Yeah.
They linked it in the chat. It's called Harbingers of Twilight, and that's the magical Blades in the Dark hack, and it's fucking sick. I read through it.
It looks really cool.
So yeah. So this is so awesome. I love it. I love Blades. I love all the different ideas you can do with it.
I've never been so hyped about a system before.
Awesome. Yeah. So thanks, guys. That's it then. This would be
that was it.
Let's signing off for episode 1. Yeah. So take care, guys.
I've got a D&D campaign to go run.
In half an hour or so, we've got a D&D game. So
not half an hour. Well, yeah, half an hour. Okay.
Half an hour.
It normally starts now, but because we're doing this up until now, I postponed it for half an hour. But I'm about to go and DM a game for Jonables and Noogie right now. So.
All right, that's the alarm. So all right,
that's
guys.
The alarm, like,
there it is.
We have to go.
Take care, everyone. See ya.
That was fucking awesome.
Take
Peace.
Care.